The next step to visualize your model is to do a preview of it. Now, you have to have SOLIDWORKS PhotoView 360 turned on from your add-ins. So you go directly to your add-ins, turn on PhotoView 360, or go to Tools, down to Add-ins, and make sure that you have PhotoView 360 selected. If your install does not have PhotoView 360, you won't be able to do some of the rendering. I talked about this early on in the series. Basically, if you have professional or premium, you have different options or different add-ins available to you than if you have just the basic install of SOLIDWORKS. Still, you can follow along and figure out if you want this functionality, if it makes sense to you. So a preview window is basically a first pass at rendering your design. You can do final renders, you can do quite a bit of things inside of SOLIDWORKS, but the PhotoView 360 allows you to do the preview render, and it gives you a pretty good idea of what you're looking at. Now, there are things that have been updated to the preview window in SOLIDWORKS 2016. You notice at the bottom we have this cleaning up edges bar, and you can kind of see the progress as it goes along. We also, in the past, when you would rotate the model, it would lock up inside of your PhotoView 360 preview window. Now, in 2016, it seems to be quite a bit more stable. And you'll notice that this preview render actually looks pretty good. We can increase the size, have it do some more passes. Depending on the size of this window, it will take more or less time. If you make it pretty small, it doesn't take nearly as much time. It gets through to the process quite a bit quicker, and then you have your fully rendered model. So this allows us to do things like change the view quickly and figure out if we want to change the material, change the background, and get a better idea of how we want to place our model. So very handy. And inside here, you do also have a full resolution preview option, which can also be very handy. One thing you'll notice as we're looking at this preview render, the model looks like it's offset to the right just a little bit. Well, if we minimize our tree over here, we hit the F key on the keyboard to fit to screen, it'll recenter it. So that's something that people commonly do when you have this tree popped out and you use fit to window or you center your model. It centers it in the graphics window, but the render actually takes the window of your entire SOLIDWORKS model. So that's something that you want to be careful of, especially if you're trying to do a render, make sure that it's actually centered. But again, the preview window, very handy option. You have to have SOLIDWORKS PhotoView 360 to be able to use it, but it's handy and it doesn't take quite as much processing power as doing the actual real view graphics on the screen.